Hey everybody, this is Gary Kay, and you're obviously watching a video version of my Rants and Raves podcast. Normally do this audio. Speaking of audio, we're going to talk about audio today. I'm joined by with Carrie Whelan, who is the product marketing manager for Polycom. Carrie, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Gary.
I think everyone knows who Polycom is, but just in case, what does Polycom do?
Polycom has a mission to help enable people collaborate and work better together. And we do that through a number of different types of video and audio conferencing solutions, including the one that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, in fact, I think a lot of people know Polycom for the video conferencing and really cool audio conferencing phones. The very first conference phone I ever had was this cool looking spaceship Polycom phone, and of course the first video conferencing system we had in the office was Polycom. I think people started in those markets with before collaboration was called collaboration on Polycom devices, and you've sort of been in that market for a long time. It's just amazing how that market has moved so quickly.
Yeah, and it's really funny because I've been really proud. I've been working for Polycom for quite a while, and we did initially launch what is known today as the modern conference phone back in 1992. Those starfish phones, or other people call them bat phones. And I've been privileged to be able to be the marketing manager of the latest in that line of conference phones, which is called the Polycom Trio. But what's really cool, as you mentioned, collaboration, is that the conference phone has become so much more. At least the Polycom Trio conference phone has become so much more. People are comfortable with the conference phone, and they're comfortable walking into a room and being able to figure out how to use the technology very easily. And what we've done is taking that technology and expanded it into not only just stellar and legendary Polycom audio conferencing, but to be able to add video and content sharing as well, to really get that unified communications that we're also, used to using, and it's a necessity these days in our meeting environments.
Yeah, and in fact, I should mention also that Polycom, I think you guys are in the North Hall in booth 154, if I've got that right. And you're also going to be in the Cenex booth, who's one of your distributors. They're in the North Hall in booth 828. And one thing that's neat about the tree, well, I remember the first phones used to be POTS phones, right? You connect them up to plain old telephone lines, and you'd hope that the thing would work and sound good. Now it's all network based, and your phone looks like a combination of sort of like a nicer design of the original conference phone with a smartphone built into it, so it has the ability to do a lot more than the average conference phone. Talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe it too. We did intentionally keep that shape of the starfish conference phone, but it also has a technical reason for having that shape, and that's to be able to get that 360-degree audio all the way around the room. But this is a whole new sleek design, and it does act more like a smartphone versus the old, flip phones or POTS phones that we had years ago. It does act like a smartphone. It has a touch display, and it has icons that are very similar and familiar for folks to use like they did in their smartphones. Yeah. But if you want to come by the Cenex Hospitality Suite at InfoComm, that'll be in the North Hall booth 828. We're going to be showing what the newest part of this evolution of our conference phones is, and that is with a pairing of our group series, which is our video conferencing solutions. And so when we are able to pair these together now, it opens up the doors for even more opportunity for more advanced camera options and microphone options, display options, but all with that conference phone user interface at the center of it all. So you can pick and choose components based on the size of the room and the needs of the participants and what your goals are for your meetings, but still have that one consistent experience, which makes life so much simpler for the administrators. They're not going to have as many questions and training. There's not going to be as much burden on them.
Their learning curve is eliminated because it's just plug and play.
It's very comfortable to use. And so I would love for anybody to come into the Cenex booth and take a look at the new solution, or come see us at the Polycom booth, and we're happy to be there with them as well.
And it's you keep talking about it being a starfish. It's really sort of a three-sided phone, and with a display built into it. I'll include a link to it so that people can see it directly from the description of this podcast. And you're talking on it now. So you're in your home office talking on it. I'm here in my office, and it sounds great.
Yeah, and one thing to mention too is Synnex and Polycom are one of Microsoft's. Synnex is one of Microsoft's top distributors, and it's important to note because we're here talking on a Zoom call, and we're able to register to Skype for Business and use the Skype for Business interface, the Skype for Business workflows, or Zoom workflows, or any other OpenSIP workflow. So that's another really important thing to note about this product as well, is that it can register to multiple platforms simultaneously even.
Well, yeah, and there was a time where only Polycom worked with only Polycom and Cisco worked only with Cisco, and everyone wasn't playing. It's great that they have more standards now, and the fact that the Trio is sort of compatible with all the different, because people want to collaborate the way they normally collaborate. They want to be able to open up their laptop and connect and not have to relearn a new interface. So that is a key component.
Yeah, and from the buyer's perspective, it gives them a little bit less pressure to have to choose the right solution based on the platform, where if you choose something like Trio, if your platform changes, there's no rip and replace. It's very easily to either add it or just switch it to whatever platform works best for you.
And the Trio's been out a while now. Hasn't it been about a year or so since the product's been out, or has it been longer?
So it was initially introduced in October of 2015. And it's continued to evolve since then.
Yeah, and so I couldn't remember exactly when I first saw it. So it's not just a sort of a future-proof phone. It is literally a living proof that it's a future phone, because it's been around for a while, and it's upgradable through software updates and firmware updates. So if you get a phone today, any new features and functions that you add, you just add it to everyone that's out there if they upgrade it.
Sure, and it's so versatile because, like I said, you can add either advanced camera options, or you can just keep it very simple. You can just use it as a USB or Bluetooth speakerphone with a soft client. The choices are really limitless with what you can choose to do with it.
Well, I appreciate it, Carrie. This is Carrie Whelan, as I said, Product Marketing Manager at Polycom. I appreciate you joining me. Again, you'll be at the Synnex booth in the North Hall at 828, also in your own booth at 154 in the North Hall as well. But you'll also have all the entire Polycom line there. So definitely don't just plan 5 minutes there, because you're going to see everything that's on display. Polycom's driving collaboration right now and making a big difference. So thanks for joining me today. Of course, you can check out polycom.com. And I think it's polycom.com/discover/trio to get to the Trio. Is the quickest way to get to the Trio phone section. So thanks, Carrie. I appreciate it. And congratulations on the success of the Trio.
Thanks for having me, Gary.
Thank you very much for watching. Of course, you can see all our coverage at ravepubs.com. And of course, we're going to shoot videos in the Polycom booth of every product that they launch. So you can just type in video and type in Polycom in the video search window, and you'll see all the products that Polycom will show at InfoComm 2018. Have a great day.